Now, welcome everyone to No One Daily Bitcoin Pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we're currently correcting all the way down to $83,500. Also be sharing breaking news. Bybit hacker launders 100% of the stolen $1.4 billion worth of crypto in just 10 days. We'll also be discussing breaking news. China-based holographic tech firm microcloud has purchased up to $200 million worth of Bitcoin. That's another Bitcoin treasury. Let's go. Also, Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas says he has 70% Bitcoin-related exposure. And as you know, he's notoriously known as the third richest man in Mexico. I hope he's now number one or soon to be. We'll also be discussing Coinbase Gemini CEO throws support behind the Bitcoin-only U.S. crypto reserve. We'll also be discussing Eric Trump warns Wall Street to embrace crypto or die. We'll also be discussing breaking news. IMF deal to ban the public sector Bitcoin accumulation in El Salvador. That's right. Samson Mao says, now we know what confined means. No more Bitcoin buys for El Salvador. I would have preferred to hear it from the Bukele administration than the IMF. I'll be sharing you whatever insider insight I have from people in El Salvador and what's really going on between the IMF, Bukele, and Bitcoin country. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. Another early show. The early bird catches the biddies at a low discount, just like stacking the sats here today. $6,200 sale, 7%. It's ironic. We had the God candle, and then we had the opposite God candle. We increased 10,000 in a single day, and then we decreased 10,000. Sign of the times. Personally, I don't mind the volatility. I know traders love it. Seize in the moment there. Shout out East Afro King. Shout out Crypto Surge. Good to have you here. Shout out Chris, Erico, Passive Lizard Folk. Smash the likes, JB. This turf is going to give Betty some problems in the next few months. Who's Betty again? I guess I don't know the reference. Bought some more sats. That's what's up. Music to my ears. But anyways, welcome everyone. I'm streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. And of course, if you guys can comment or quote the live stream on X, we can blow up the stream and get several thousand people here today. I see you guys are on it, so thank you guys in advance. And I will be reposting and shouting out each and every one of you who comment or quote or repost the live stream. It's officially pinned to the top of the profile. So thank you again, broskies and bitty baddies. Thank you, Lyra. I am here. That's what's up. Shout out East Afro. Come catch the early show with JB and the fam. Cheers, brother. Just hit you with a repost. Metallica, the only place to get your Bitcoin news. Preach. Shout out Shelton. Join JV and the CNA crew for the very best crypto news. Appreciate you, Shelton. Shout out Sergio, of course. Sergio's the man I get my hats from, all of them. I have a closet with roughly 30 hats, and they all come from Sergio. And if you guys would like to cop a Sergio exclusive, it's bitcoincaps.net. Shout out to the Sandman. Yo, let's go. We'll be okay. If you're scared, get a dog. That's why we got a Nippinator. Shout out Mike. Appreciate you here. I'm going to go ahead and repost everyone from my secondary account, so don't forget to drop a comment or a quote on the stream. Let's freaking go.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
A little Spindrift cheers for the broskies. Not a sponsor, by the way. I just love the drink. It's just carbonated water with a hint of lime, so it's all natural. You got to dig it. Shout out everyone. I appreciate it. Violetta, I see ya. Crypto Surge, California Bitcoin Pioneer, Shared G, thank you. Lyra, again, thank you guys. Very kind of you to always be sharing the stream, comment, and quoting so we can orange pill more of the masses. Is the bottom in? You tell me. We did hit 78,000 roughly 3 days ago. We bounced all the way back, God candle style fashion, to 96, and here we are. Fasting all the way at 83. It feels like we're fasting here. Is the bottom in? You tell me. Apparently, the news with the Trump tariffs tanked the market as fast as we climbed. We're right back where we left off. Thank you again, Violetta. Short coin. I see all the comments. I am reposting everyone right now as I'm talking. The bottom, like Brave been saying, will be 69. It might be 69,420. It may be, broskies. I worked all day just knowing I can watch JV live stream. My man. Thank you, Chris. I greatly appreciate all your guys' support. Buy the dip. The biggest countries, the biggest companies are stacking up for the biddy for a reason, says one tally. Word up. Stack the sats, put down the gats, and pick up some Bitcoin caps. How we do. I'm going to take a sip of the Spindrift, and we'll dive right in and kick it off with our market watch. Give me a sec.
I really can't spend.
Baby, it's rocket time.
The pump's never gonna end.
Baby, it's doing jingle doing time.
You're
Doing jingle doing time. And of course, shout out Chandy 10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music channel. Let's get it. But anyways, fam, we do have a lot to share. It's an early stream today. Thank you, Boss33. And of course, I got to pick up my daughter shortly. So we're going to get right into it and hit you with all the latest news of what's going on, everything you need to know in the market. So if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, then hit the bell, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is pod episode 1923. I'm your host, JV, and that's the new chairman of the SEC, Nipinator. So give it up for the Nip. And today is March 4th, 2025. We had a God candle the other day. We rose 10,000 in a single day. And then the next day we dropped a God candle. And here we are, sitting just above 83,600. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. You should be able to see Coin 360 pulled up on your screen. Bitcoin correcting down 7% on the day. XRP down 8%. Ether down 9%. This may be the lowest price action we have seen on ETH in 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, broskies, but not looking so good for the Ether. It is what it is. But anyways, checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $2.75 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is all the way down to $1.65 trillion. We got roughly 182 billion worth of volume over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance made a little jump today. We're back above 60% at 60.1, with the Ether dominance the lowest I have seen it in years, 9%. I don't think we've ever been this low as far as ETH dominance, but it just goes to show you people aren't really feeling ETH no more this cycle. Bitcoin's been outpacing it tremendously since they switched their protocol a few years back. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we got Dexy up 2%. And that's the top gainer because virtually everything is wrecked in the red today. Not a good look in the market. As you can see visually here on the daily for the crypto bubbles, like 97% of the market in the red, Rec City style. And zoom it out on the monthly, it's just significant losses. Even Trump coin, and he's our POTUS, down 43%. Just goes to show you, be careful with the shitcoinery. I mean, even good projects, like I consider Stacks a solid, project on the Bitcoin network. It's even down 40%. Meme coins like Pepe down 40%. Some of these coins down 40, 50%. Rec City. Checking out the Crypto Greed Inter Index. We're currently rated a 15 back in extreme fear. The lowest we've seen this recent was a 10 a few days ago, and then we bounced, and then we're bounced right back down. 33 yesterday, last week at 25, and last month at 60 in greed. Now, yesterday you could get 1,111 sats per dollar. Today, it's even a greater discount, a great time to buy the dip. 1,202 sats per dollar. We're currently on block height number 886,289 and 163,711 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And there you have it. So go ahead, pick up some sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. And if you don't know, now you know, Nipsey. Welcome everyone joining us. what it do, make some noise. This is live and interactive, so very important. Let me know where you're tuned in from. If you want to interact in the chat, you got to go to the YouTube channel. YouTube has the best commenting, though it's the most censored platform, hence why we're streaming on 3 platforms, X, Rumble, and YouTube, but we use YouTube specifically for the commenting, and if you don't know, now you know. Shout out Mark, Ahoy JV, shout out Greg, the CNA, Bitcoin Pirate Crew, good day to all. Shout out One Glenn Co. Welcome to the live stream family.
Bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack, boo. I'm stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going, 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 let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're
Holding, never folding. I just hit like 20 of you with a repost, so thank you guys. All comments and quotes, oh my God. All comments and quotes of the live stream do get reposted. This is how we hack the algorithm and get thousands of people on our live streams. Thank you, Gordon Grote. Appreciate you, brother. Just hit you with a repost as well. And keep the comments coming. Throughout the stream, I'll be checking and shouting you guys out. Can't tell if we're in a bullish bear market or a bearish bull market. Well, we'll wait for the Nippinator indicator. It never disappoints. But yeah, keep the comments flowing. Happy 420 in advance. 420 people on the stream. It's 1:14 p.m. here in Puerto Rico, 12:14 Eastern time. And I think this Sunday, the clocks change, at least in New York. So we'll be the same as Eastern time, I guess, over the weekend. So that's cool. Nipsey was off. Exactly. Dub Proof, what up, brother? Big ups. Welcome those joining us. And prayers again to everyone out in South Carolina experiencing these crazy fires. Of course, we have our very own mod, Oracle, out there. So prayers and blessings to anyone experiencing any of these wildfires, whether you're in South Carolina or California, Hawaii, regardless of where you're at. Shout out the Nippinator. Yeah, man. But let's dive into today's astrology for the broskies, aka our technical analysis, of course, after the infamous freeze frame. As you can see, headline reads, Bitcoin no longer a safe haven as 82,000 Bitcoin price dive leaves gold on top. Now, I mean, that's a hell of a headline, but come on now, no longer a safe haven. Please, please, please calm down, guys. Bitcoin faces ongoing bearish catalysts as traders run to safe havens such as gold. Who in the right mind would run to gold at a time like this, besides Peter Schiffmeister? Bitcoin and alt suffered following stocks downhill as the U.S. confirmed the start of the fresh trade tariffs against Canada and Mexico. Bitcoin fell a God candle, which we define as $10,000 over a 24-hour period after experiencing the God candle off of the buzz of the U.S. Strategic Crypto Reserve. And while details of the latter are said to be revealed at the White House Crypto Summit on March 7th, which is this Friday, word on the street, the rumor in the crypto sphere is that Trump and his administration will be announcing 0% capital gains tax on all cryptos made in the USA. But it may just be speculation. You guys let me know if you think they'll make the announcement like that. If they did, it would obviously be very bullish, not just for crypto, but for the United States. Quoting the Kabisi letter, the real driver here is the global move towards the risk-off trade. As trade war tensions rise and economic policy uncertainty broadens, all risky assets are falling. This was seen in stocks, crypto, and oil prices, which all fell sharply today. Safe havens are thriving. Now, the Trump administration must know this. They understand how to control the markets, and hence, in my opinion, what's going on right now. So mass volatility to be expected. The S&P and NASDAQ finished March 3rd trading session down roughly 1.7% and 2.6%. And quoting the Kabisi letter again, Bitcoin is now viewed as a risky asset. Take a look at the sharp divergence between gold and Bitcoin in their year-to-date performance. While gold prices are up 10%, Bitcoin's down 10% since January 1st. Crypto is no longer viewed as a safe haven play. Yikes. Now, Bitcoin is the safe haven, but they're right. Crypto maybe is not a safe haven because the altcoins are extremely more volatile than Bitcoin. For example, when Bitcoin dips 8 or 9%, the alts will dip 20, 30, 40%. So they got a point. Bitcoin thus joined the US dollar index in an unusual syncopated move downward. And that's a new word for JV. I've never read that word before. Let me know what it means, fam. Which took the former towards the 200-day simple moving average, a classic bull market support line, quoting Dan Crypto Trades. Important area to watch as you rarely get these tests during a big high time frame run. Also a key level to hold for the bulls. And, of course, further remarks noted, Bitcoin closed the biggest gap in history. There's the silver lining. When we pumped on a Sunday from 85 to 95, it created a massive 10,000 gap in the CME futures chart. At least we closed it here this week, so that's a good sign. But you guys let me know if you think 78 is the bottom, which we touched 3 or 4 days ago, or do you think we're likely to retest and hit a lower low? Holla at your boy and let me know. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. What it do? Gold is safe. What happened to the Doge audit on gold? Did they forget? Yeah. Since the Zelensky thing, they forgot about the Gilligan's Island files, and they also forgot about auditing Mt. Gox. Go figure. 50,000 or 50x long with the 200 mil. Yeah. And then yesterday, I think there was a big 50x short, and they nailed it, shorting Ethereum. Definitely insider trading going on. 5x long on ETH says shit, a trade-off risk. My experience dictates there is no such thing. Every trade has some level of risk. Correct. There's risk crossing the street. You may get struck by lightning. You may get hit by a car. There's risk associated with everything. Agreed. You always have to take a risk. There's risk in everything in life, right? I risk going live streaming today. I risk Nippinator shitting in the house. It's a small risk because I walked them before I went live, but there was still a risk associated. Syncopated means to play rhythms that are unexpected or offbeat, according to the Google AI. Thank you, Betallica. I appreciate you increasing my vocabulary today. The clown files, yeah, you know, the Gilligan Island files where nobody is named. Ishcoin's given Bitcoin a bad name. Unfortunately, and it's allowed. It's now legal to launch your own meme coin, Serge. Maybe you should launch one. It's crazy, man. He's confusing Bitcoin with the shit coins, shaking my head. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. You group Bitcoin in with all the shit coins, and there's millions of them. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? It's crazy. The shitcoin casino is not BTC. That's a fact, Jack. I think it is very risky, in my humble opinion. And I agree with Pompliano, the Winklevoss twins, and a lot of other influencers who benefit from the shitcoinery. And they're telling you it's not in America's best interest to put all these shitcoins in a strategic reserve. They're too risky. It's a liability. Yeah, I mean, only Bitcoin on the balance sheet for the U.S. Treasury would be the smart move. However, what if there was a sovereign wealth fund with all the risky assets, which would be the altcoins? That would make more logic, more sense, in my opinion. But we'll dive into that here in a little bit. I'll give you some perspective. Is everybody okay with the first day of the tariff wars? I survived. Here we are. Bitcoin at 84 Gs. The silver lining here, we get to listen to the 80 Gs Chandy Jam, one of the best ones ever created. A little breaking news here. Crypto czar David Sachs says the White House is supporting congressional effort to rescind the so-called broker DeFi rule. I'm not too familiar with the broker DeFi rule, but that's probably one of the topics which are going to be discussed this Friday. Michael Saylor will attend the White House Crypto Summit this week. Let's freaking go. Saylor's going to be there. So a whale 3 hours ago bought 5,000 ETH worth 10 million. He now holds 2.4 billion in Ethereum. I wonder if that's like the Trump family. A lot of breaking news. But I have a lot lined up for you guys, so keep the comments flowing. 700 people on the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Early stream, but the early bird catches the sats, as they say. Hearing loud and clear. Bristol, England in the building. Shout out Violetta. Peter Schiff said Bitcoin is digital gold. That's a win. It's about time he recognizes it. What makes Bitcoin different? And he was putting down XRP, ironically, right? What makes Bitcoin different than pretty much every other alt? It's anonymous, autonomous, decentralized, unlimited. Well, I don't know why you just retracted. I was reading that, but it's all good. But yeah, anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We're going to continue to dive into the headlines, everything you need to know in the markets here. I got you covered. Next story of the day. It took 10 days for the Bybit hackers to launder the $1.4 billion. And they've laundered 100% of the stolen funds after staging the biggest hack in crypto history. But some of the loot, give me the loot, may still be recoverable by blockchain security experts. That's right. Back on February 21st, Bybit was hacked for $1.4 billion worth of liquid staked Ether, Mantle staked Ether, and other ERC20 tokens, resulting in the largest crypto theft in history. The hacker has since moved all 500,000 stolen ETH. I wonder why he didn't want to save it. Now valued at $1 billion, primarily through the centralized cross-chain protocol Thorchain. Blockchain security firm Look On Chain reported the Bybit hacker has laundered all the stolen 499,395 ETH worth over $1 billion currently, mainly through Thorchain. So there you go. There's the evidence right there. North Korea's Lazarus Group has converted the stolen proceeds despite being identified as the main culprit behind the attack by multiple blockchain analytic firms, including Arkham. The news comes over 2 months after South Korean authorities sanctioned 15 North Koreans for allegedly generating funds for North Korea's nuclear weapons development program through crypto heists and cyber theft. Still, blockchain security experts are hopeful that a small portion of those funds can be frozen and recovered by Bybit. What's alarming to me is if they weren't already frozen, what's taking so long? If they've already laundered it all, that means they already unloaded it. And what relevance does that have? Just thinking out loud here. But some of the laundered funds may still be traceable despite the asset swaps, according to Debbie David, co-founder and CEO of blockchain security firm Cybers, quoting him here. While laundering through mixers and cross-chain swaps complicates recovery, cybersecurity firms leveraging on-chain intelligence, AI-driven models, and collaboration with exchanges and regulators still have small opportunities to trace and potentially freeze the assets. Potentially, keyword. Rapid reasons or response is key once funds are deeply obfuscated. Recovery becomes significantly harder. The main stolen fund prevention is mainly before or during the hack. Also, the Bybit CEO came out March 4th, confirming 77% of the funds were traceable, but over 280 million of the stolen funds have gone dark, while 3% of the funds have been frozen. That's a sad look. They're only able to freeze 3%. Bybit has continued to honor customer withdrawals and had fully replaced the stolen $1.4 billion in Ether by February 24th, 3 days after the attack. Cybers is working on preemptive measures to combat future attacks. An emerging solution known as off-chain transaction validation can prevent 99% of all the crypto hacks and scams by preemptively simulating and validating blockchain transactions in an off-chain environment, said the vice president of GTM strategy at Cybers. But there you have it. I mean, hacks have existed for a very long time. I don't think they're going to cease anytime soon. Also, breaking news, China-based holographic tech firm microcloud has purchased up to $200 million of the Biddy, another Bitcoin treasury W. And there you have it. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. What it do, make some motherfucking noise. Shout out Greg. Hope Sailor will remind them to remember, hey, go audit the gold. Yeah, I hope they don't forget about that either. You feel me? Okay, I'll try again. What makes Bitcoin different from the alt? It's autonomous, limited supply, decentralized, unhackable, globally exaction, settlement in minutes, irrefutable, impregnable, unconfiscatable, unf-wittable. Hence, it's the king. Yeah, it's the only one where, I mean, it's separated from all the rest because of the finite limited supply, and they're not offloading it. There's no creator offloading it to the public like every other altcoin. That's the difference. Yeah, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Skull says the blockchain is secure. What is not secure is the web fronts and the back end servers at the exchanges. And a reminder, remove your crypto off the exchanges. Only keep on the exchanges what you can afford to lose, the same as on the banks or in the banks. Only keep in the banks what you can afford to lose. Those who store fiat in a bank, what do we call them, folks? According to Michael Saylor, we call them fill in the blank. Bitcoin is perfect money. It's God hacking humanity. They can't hold Bitcoin down for much longer. Preach, Florida boy. It's like trying to put one of those big inflated beach balls that are, with air in it that you put in the pool and you play, trying to put that under the water and it just pops up. There's my metaphor for trying to hold down the biddy. They cannot control the Bitcoin like the shitcoins. Exactly. It's the only one they can't print more of. You hear me? I'm going to repeat it. It's the only one they can't print more of and hence control. Ethereum has an unlimited max supply. Print as many as you like. There's nothing different than the dollar in Ethereum. Ethereum, in my opinion, is like a version of the digital dollar, right? They can just print more of it. It has a unlimited infinity max supply. Bitcoin is the first money to exist in human history with a finite limited supply in which they cannot create more of. They can't find more by digging and putting resources into digging the earth like the precious metals and things of that nature. It makes it extremely rare, right? Like a rare Charizard for my Pokemon fans out there. 250,000 by December. Oh, Christmas Day. That'd be a hell of a Christmas, wouldn't you say? When the dam finally breaks, the biddies will amaze us. Well, let the dam finally break, will ya? What up? Shout out James. Pretty much every hack of every shitcoin to try to convert for the coin mixers VPN into Bitcoin. I wonder why. Precisely, brother. It says a lot.
Holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, biddy kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
You hear those lyrics? IMF can't hold us no more. Fuck the IMF. And again, thank you guys. We got 16 hearts and 19 reposts already. That's more than 100%. Share to repost or like to repost ratio, which is phenomenal. We're streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube. It's a try stream. Over 900 viewers tuned in from all over the world right now as we continue with the headlines here. Good morning, Bitcoiners. Shout out my boy, Bring Facts, holding it down. I still have terrible memories of Christmas 2017. Why would your memories be horrible? I have phenomenal 2017 Christmas memories. Bitcoin hit 20 grand. Like 19 and some change. I'll never forget it because I rented out a mansion for my family to celebrate for Christmas and bring the family together, cousins, aunts, uncles, you name it. That was like in Orlando where they have those insane mansions. And I just remember like, oh my God. Because I remember when I got into Bitcoin, it was only 1,500 a coin earlier on in 2017. And we almost 20x'd in 1 year. And if this cycle is anything reminiscent of 2017, game the fuck on, broskies. Game on. Thoughts on Flux? Never heard of it. Wish I had some insights for you. Hey fam, obviously the Trumpster gives and the Trumpster takes it, or as I say, the Lord giveth and taketh away. You feel me? So stack the biddies and ignore all the noise. But next story, family, let's dive into the latest with Ricardo Salinas. Headline reads, Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas says he has 70% Bitcoin exposure related to Bitcoin one way or the other. So safe to say he's a Bitcoin billionaire, I would assume. And as you can see featured here, I put smart man. Hopefully he's the number one richest in Mexico by now, as he's, worth $5.8 billion. So let's freaking go. Here's the man, the myth, the legend himself. Ricardo Salinas, outspoken Mexican billionaire, revealed that his investment portfolio is mostly allocated to Bitcoin, gold, and shares in his company. Again, smart man. The Mexican billionaire, whose net worth is estimated to be $5.8 billion, is a known Bitcoin proponent who on numerous occasions showed support for the biddy. 4 years ago, Salinas said he was working to make his bank the first in Mexico to accept the biddy. Quoting him here, "I've got about 70% in Bitcoin-related exposure and 30% in gold and gold miners," Salinas said during an interview with Bloomberg. "I don't have a single bond, and I don't have any other stocks except my own." Smart man. The 70% figure is notably far above the 10% the billionaire revealed he had allocated to crypto back in 2020. So obviously he has increased his exposure. His words admits plans to delist his flagship firm Grupo Electra and ongoing legal and tax challenges with the Mexican government. Interesting. And but anyways, maybe he's number one richest by now. I don't know, because I don't know who number 1 and 2 was, but we've been saying he's the third richest since 2020. And now that his Bitcoin position is up significantly, maybe he is number 2 or number 1 in the country. Who knows? But you guys let me know your thoughts, and shout out Ricardo Salinas and to the Salinas family. Let's get it. Kyle Hill says, "Don't stack the Litecoin." Cash says, "There has come a time when the people need to choose Bitcoin or fiat. Unleash prosperity or remain poor independent. I choose prosperity. Bitcoin, buy it and trade it in. Use it. F the fiat." Word up, Cash. I appreciate you tuning in. Been in this space since 2015. I've seen some things, and don't forget, much that is, says Greg. Right on, brother. Utility like quick retail transactions, paying the bills and paying the taxes. I blocked him for some reason, either fiat fingers or he was talking shit. Who's that in particular you're referring to there? Cash? Or I don't know. Let me know. But again, welcome everyone joining us. 1,000 people here on the stream. What up, Dusty Hunt? Good to have you here. Batteries died on my Bitcoin. Are they gone? Your batteries. Bitcoin's doing its thing. Corrective day in the markets. The cycle is not easy to trade unless your name is Baron. Yeah, man. I mean, insiders always going to crush it. I mean, look at Nancy Pelosi. Best insider stock trader to ever exist. I believe she's now worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and she allegedly makes a couple $100,000 a year from her job. That was a question. Should I stack Litecoin? I don't have any answer for you. I don't tell people what to do. Personally, I stack thy biddy. I'll let you translate that into whatever you want that to mean for you. But yeah, we don't give investment advice. Everything you hear on the stream is for entertainment purposes only, meaning if you buy a shitcoin, it's on you. You can't blame any of us. Sailor finally caved in. It's official. The Bitcoin monopoly is over. Equal playing field will allow the best crypto to win. What do you mean by that? When you say he caved in, what does that mean? Are you trying to tell me he's a shitcoiner now? Because I find that highly sus. KL Hill says, gotcha. Word. Yeah, people come to the show a lot and they're like, should I buy this shitcoin? Should I buy this shitcoin? The only thing I ever talk about 99.9% of the time is Bitcoin. So hopefully you guys can read between the lines there. But I'm not here to bash anything. You know, a lot of people love Litecoin. And so be it. I have nothing against it. I just know Bitcoin's the only thing I trust in this crazy space. Buy Bitcoin, it suggests. Not financial advice, but buy it, says Serge. I stack it all if I see value becoming your own bank. So yes, stack Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, COS, and Flux, says Skull Cruncher. I assume even Sailor's not especially happy. Happy days. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Remember that show? Hey, it's the Fonz. I feel like a young Richie Cunningham. Hey now. But anyways, we got over 1,000 people on the stream. Please keep the comments flowing. Shout out Griffin. Appreciate you, man. Again, all comments and quotes of the stream on X will get reposted from both my accounts. I'm guessing Fat Fingers almost accidentally block people often. Wait, are you not a mod, brother? I don't see your mod thing next to your name. I always assumed you were a mod. So I wonder, or am I mistaken? Because Fax needs to be a mod. I'll definitely make you a mod. I always assumed you were. Going for another God candle 3 days in a row. Up, down, up, down. All I do is win, win. Yeah, that'd be something. 3 God candles in a week. 85 is back. Welcome to the 80G status. That is. Michael Saylor has really long contracts on his investments so people cannot rug pull him. Hey now. No, sir, only on the Discord. Well, I'm going to make you a mod. Let me do that shit right now. Bring Fax. He's an OG. Deserves to be a mod. He also attended the 100K Fiesta in Puerto Rico, and he greatly supports us, so he deserves it more so than anyone else. Let's go ahead and make you a mod, brother. And my apologies. I always just assumed you were a mod here. Let's see here. Add as moderator. Just give me a second. Let's see if that worked. It says on my end, you're officially a mod. Let me know if it shows up. You should see a tool next to your name, a wrench. So drop a comment. Let's see if it worked, brother. It may take a few minutes too. I don't know how fast it is. But congratulations. Give it up for Bring Fax, a true OG in the space, a legend, I dare say. And some people mistake him for Johnny Cash. He has the same voice, including the Google algorithm. You know what I mean? So this gong strike is for you, brother. Cheers to Bring Fax. You're officially a tool, brother. There you go. You got the wrench next to the name. So now whenever you see a hater, you could be like, Fax, fuck 'em up. I love it. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. Give it up for Fax. Show him some love. Make sure you guys are following him on X as well. He has 2 accounts. I know one's OG Bring Fax. And feel free to drop your X links in the comment section, and that goes for all of our mods. We like to support our mods because they're 100% service to others by helping you guys, keeping the chat clean and streamlining the show. And so please do follow them and show them some love as well. We appreciate it. That's right. But anyways, March is turbulent. Old saying, in like a lion, out like a lamb. I expect Bitcoin to do something great this month. We're pumping. Keep it pumping. But next story, we discussed Ricardo Salinas. Now let's discuss the crypto reserve for the United States of America. Coinbase Gemini CEOs throw support behind the Bitcoin-only U.S. crypto reserve. That's right. The CEOs behind Coinbase and Gemini argue that Bitcoin may be the only crypto that meets the criteria for being a U.S. reserve asset, and I agree with them, quoting them here. Only one digital asset in the world right now meets the bar, and that digital asset is the Bitty. And that's according to Tyler Winklevoss. He said after Trump announced plans to establish the Crypto Strategic Reserve, Trump said the Crypto Strategic Reserve would include Solana, Cardano, and XRP in addition to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Winklevoss said while he has nothing against many of these coins, he doesn't believe they're suitable to be a U.S. reserve asset. Quoting him here, many of these assets are listed for trading on Gemini and meet our rigorous listing policy criteria. But with respect to a strategic reserve, it is another standard. An asset needs to be hard money that is proven store of value, like gold. And we also had Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, said just Bitcoin would probably be the best option. So even those who run the shitcoin casinos and would stand to benefit from all these alts becoming crypto strategic reserves for the United States, they're telling Trump, bad mistake, don't do it, only Bitcoin should be included. And that speaks volumes, quoting Brian Armstrong. Excited to learn more, still forming an opinion on asset allocation, but my current thinking is number one, just Bitcoin would probably be the best option, simplest and clear story as successor to gold. And number two, if folks wanted more variety, you can do a market cap weighted index of crypto assets to keep it unbiased. But probably option number one is easiest. Couldn't agree more. It's the only option, if you're to ask me. Gemini's other co-founder, Tyler, said that only Bitcoin and potentially Ether currently satisfy the criteria as a store value asset. I disagree. I don't think Ether should even be considered because it has an infinite max supply, no different than the US dollar. I view Ether as a liability, and I don't think it should be in there personally. But here's what he says: maybe Ethereum, digital gold and digital oil, which mirrors America's physical reserves of gold at Fort Knox. If the gold is even in Fort Knox, we need an audit. Winklevoss added it would be better to stockpile XRP, Cardano, and Sol as opposed to actively purchasing them in an open market. Meanwhile, Samson Mao, CEO of Bitcoin tech firm Jan3, said only proof-of-work crypto assets should make the crypto strategic reserve. In addition to Bitcoin, Litecoin could be used, quoting Samson here. Reserve assets must be based on proof of work to ensure fundamental integrity and assurance of immutability. Proof of stake assets cannot be included because foreign actors can gain control simply by owning the asset. And that's a fact, Jack. Executives at Cardano and Ripple defended Trump's decision, well, naturally, and they'll probably be at that crypto meeting at the White House this Friday. When crypto critic Schiff criticized the XRP inclusion, Cardano founder Hoskinson rebutted, stating, XRP is great, so now the shitcoiners are sticking up for each other. I mean, what do you expect? I think the president made the right decision. Well, of course they're going to say that. Ripple CEO Garlinghouse has also long advocated for a multi-token U.S. crypto reserve similar to the one pitched by Trump on March 2nd. What can go wrong there, guys? The Crypto Strategic Reserve follows weeks of evaluation from the president's newly formed working group on digital assets. Trump is set to host the first White House Crypto Summit March 7th, and the big rumor circulating right now is that they're going to make the announcement this Friday: zero capital gains tax on all cryptos made in the USA. Let me know if you think that will likely turn into fruition. That would be extremely bullish for all of crypto in America. But let me know, yay or nay, holla at your boy. Sadly, I don't have a member star, but I've been a Patreon since the launch. Well, shout out to all the Patreons. We don't talk about them enough. One of the ways you can support the stream is through Patreon, and I greatly appreciate all our Patreon supporters, especially Bring Facts. Other ways to support the stream is becoming a member of the YouTube channel or becoming a member of the Rumble channel. In fact, anyone can become a member of the YouTube channel for less than 10 cents a day. Become a member of the HODL Gang. I believe it's $2.97 a month. Let's play the ADG song. You got it, Mr. Corvette. We already played a glimpse of it, and I will be jamming out to it as we play the Chandy Jams each and every day. Yes, there's an X-Jail. I've had this account. Curious, what do you think threw you in the X-Jail, brother? What were you discussing? I can never get enough of the biddy.
ADGs gave us sexy little shivers. We are the makers and takers, but we orange pill, which makes us the givers. Paying it forward, ADGs not too late. Don't ignore us, ADGs.
Take the life-saving bait.
ADGs filling our cup. We're dragons that slay BTC up. And here we are
At 80K, we
slid
our way to 80K.
Ding ding, I love the rise and the dying and the bitty pretty Bitcoin. November 2024, the highest Bitcoin price action ever rolled.
Since the inception of the Genesis block,
Pushing the way to 80K,
no roadblocks.
Hodlers are not surprised, not shocked. But
Bang, bang, bang like the B-52.
We built a bitty stacked
Revolutionary love shack. Bang, bang.
on the door, baby, Bitcoin's here, we're bitty stacked. Welcome to the 80s and the 80Gs.
We rockin' the 80s, 80G status, that is. Don't forget, we do have a Discord. Thanks for the reminder, Streamlabs. Join the Discord. Link. Let me know. I'll give everyone a moment. Yeah, so whenever that happens, I know the fix, but it always takes a minute. So thank you guys. So what happens is the audio freezes. I don't know if it's the Rodecaster overheating, but it's the device I use to power the microphone. But once I reset it, it always fixes itself. So we should be good. If not, I just blame it on facts. The light code's turning up the stream as we speak. Damn lizard folk. I know. Audio's back. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. At least the audio went out during reading comments versus the news. And I mean, hit them with the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't defy how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform, stack the bitty bees, BTCs with Satoshi. Passport digital currency, word up. I'm hearing rumors for Friday's crypto meeting, no taxes. I see it all across Crypto X. So it may be true. We've been hearing rumors of it for a very long time. And if that's true, we'll be celebrating. You know what I mean? Not that it's going to change my mind not to hodl, because there's no capital gains tax on hodling, but it's just the point. Taxes are insane. Stacking sats because tax is crazy. That's right, the resurrector in your sector. We're resurrecting the mentally dead, Serge. My YouTube stream was not live. When the sound dropped, I switched to YouTube and heard the sound, did not realize it wasn't live. What? Maybe you're on the wrong stream. Fam, I have to go to the post office. Oh no. Well, have a great day. Safe travel to the post office. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Yeah, man. You know how many Wu-Tang concerts I've been to? I was probably like the biggest Wu-Tang dick rider of all time. I was like the biggest Wu-Tang fan. Like I've been to so many of the concerts. Anytime they came to Tampa when I was younger, I was there. Whether it was a solo like Jizza concert or Method Man and Redman concert or the whole Wu-Tang Clan. I got to see the whole Wu-Tang before ODB died. I saw the Wu-Tang Clan after ODB died. All of them. I used to go to a lot. But yeah, I heard they're having a reunion tour, Serge shared with me. Only spend the biddies when one sat is the equivalent of $1. Yeah, at 100 million per biddy. Now we're talking. We do have 1,200 people on the stream. We're approaching the top of the hour. I still got a lot to share. And let's dive a little deeper into the latest from Eric Trump. Now we broke down the strategic crypto reserve for the United States. Next headline, Eric Trump warns Wall Street embrace crypto or unalive. And I got to say unalive because we are on YouTube and they're crazy when it comes to some of the lingo. But anyways, U.S. presidential son Eric Trump urged the traditional financial sector and Wall Street to evolve and embrace cryptos before they get left behind. Can I get an amen? Trump made the remark after his father, Mr. Donald Trump, announced that the U.S. government is moving towards the creation of a strategic crypto reserve. Cryptos are imperative. Trump believed that it is imperative for traditional financial institutions to adopt a crypto, arguing that the evolution of the finance revolves around digital assets. The executive vice president of the Trump organization told Wall Street it should adopt cryptos or become extinct like the dinosaur, adding that cryptos like Bitcoin are inevitable. For the first time, retail investors for the W. Traditional financial better catch up or get quickly becoming extinct. The world no longer runs on a Monday to Friday 9 to 5. Trump said in a post he's praising the timing of the crypto reserve announcement. I disagree. I think the announcement would have been much better suited on a Monday because I think if we would have did that on Monday, we wouldn't have created the $10,000 CME futures gap, which caused us to correct 10,000 the following day. But what do I know? Quoting him here, I love the genius of announcing a strategic reserve on a Sunday when traditional markets are closed and Wall Street sleeps. You know who wins here? Insiders, market makers. That's it. Definitely not the retail, in my opinion, but I digress. He shared here, I love the genius announcing this. So be it. And this was off the back of his father making the announcement, a U.S. crypto reserve will elevate the critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden admin, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve, including XRP, Solana, and Cardano. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. And then that created a lot of controversy, and the Bitcoiners are like, but what about us? And then Trump reminded us, obviously, Bitcoin and Ether, as other valuable cryptos, will be at the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. So he's apparently saying he loves all these shitcoins, including Bitcoin. Ironic, right? President Trump announced the Presidential Working Group on Digital Asset Markets is taking the crucial steps to make the crypto reserve a reality. However, it does got to first get approved. My understanding is it by like Congress and the Senate. So it's not up to Trump at the end of the day. It first has to get approved for him to put the John Hancock on the executive order. The group was created through the executive order after Trump reclaimed the White House office with the primary task of looking into how to create the crypto reserve. A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate the critical industry after years of attacks, as I just read to you from the Expos. Report said that the planned strategic crypto reserve will be composed of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Adding Bitcoin and ETH as other valuable currencies will be at the heart. And when he says other valuable cryptocurrencies, what could he be insinuating? Trump coin, Melania coin, Libra coin, Hawk2a coin, you tell me. The U.S. president floated the idea of the crypto reserve last year in Nashville. No, he did not fucking say crypto reserve. He clearly said Bitcoin reserve, and then he got the vote of 100 million Bitcoiners supporting him, got all the donations, and then he changed up shop. It's called the bait and switch. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Now it's considered the crypto reserve, but trust me, when he made the announcement, he did not say that language. He said Bitcoin reserve, and all the Bitcoiners are like, yeah, Trump is the man, Trump, he's our savior. And now we're like, fuck, wasn't expecting that, but at the same time, I was expecting that, but I'm just, is what it is. The market reacted positively to the Trump announcement, with all 5 cryptos included in the strategic crypto reserve surging. Bitcoin went up 10%, which is virtually a god candle, and then dropped 10% just like that. I just don't like the idea of the U.S. government or any government owning the most decentralized asset ever. That's not what it was created for, and puts too much power in the hands of the federal government, which is always in a 4-year, even a 2-year cycle. And that's according to Bloomberg, whoever the hell Bloomberg is. I never heard of Adam Bloomberg, but apparently he is the vice president of something here. I don't even know, but is what it is. You guys let me know your thoughts on that before we dive into our feature story of the day. Discuss IMF deal to ban the public sector Bitcoin accumulation in El Salvador. I'll be sharing the latest insights I have. I also reached out to some influential people in El Salvador to get their 2 Satoshis on what's really going on behind the scenes. Not just from the IMF. So I'll give you some other perspectives as well. So let's freaking go. This El Salvador is nothing, says P. Bitcoin should only be the only coin, says Champ. Got a mission requirement to perform. So until the next time, all be sure to show your support to JV, the CNA team. Hit the like on your way out. Thank you, Greg. What's the CME? It's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It's ultimately where they trade futures. So that's why when I reference the CME futures gap over the weekend, it creates a gap because the traditional legacy markets, such as the stock market and Wall Street, is closed. So when we gap or ape from 85 to 95, and then the market opens the following day, there's this huge gap. And typically, we always trace back and fill those gaps, not all the time, but very often. So in Nashville, Trump said he loves stable coins. Did he say that? I wonder why he would say that. So I know he loves the dollar, clearly, because his handlers obviously are behind the dollar. I had someone try to tell me that I should invest in stablecoin. Why? It's the most retarded move. Maybe, let me finish reading your comment before I rant. If I wanted to make more money than Bitcoin, tell me you don't know a damn thing about a damn thing without telling me. Yeah, so here's how that works against you if you invest in stablecoins. Let's say Bitcoin rips today from 85 to 110 and reclaims all-time high, and you're sitting on stablecoins. You don't benefit from the pump. You're stuck at a fucking dollar, hence the term stablecoin. I rather have stablecoins than US dollars because at least it's in the crypto ecosystem, right? However, I much always rather have Bitcoin than stablecoins. The only advantage of the stablecoin is during a bear market, if you genuinely think Bitcoin is going to just continue to drop, it may make some sense to hold some stable coins and then buy back at a lower, but that's a very risky thing as well, because we all understand timing the market is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. So you can get caught holding the bag and it can work opposite effect, and you could end up missing a pump. You may think we're going to dump, and then we fucking rip, and now you're sitting on stable coins. So keep that in mind. 95% of the gaps fill. Thank you, Facts. And we fucking filled that gap within 24 hours. So that's a great example. A great example. Sailor going to the White House Summit on Friday. They need to invite JV. I'll bring the NIP specifically to sniff out any lizard folks left behind from the Biden administration. I'll be like, Nipinator, sniff out the cocaine. You know, dogs are great sniffing dogs, like canines and shit. And I know there was plenty of the coca left over from Hunter Biden. I can only imagine. I'll be like, sniff out whatever remains of the coca, Nipinator, and sniff out the lizard folks. Let's get these mofos out of office. I'm sure they must have left a few behind. Time of the market, not time in the market. Exactly. Stable coins, you can get paper dollars. At least they're good for wiping your bum. Well, digital dollars, you can't even wipe your bum. And would you really want to use a dirty dollar, which was used for Hunter Biden snorting the coca, prostitutes? You really want to put that up your butthole? I think not. I would never dare put a dollar at my butthole. I'd rather use bare hands and just wash good after. I'm old school, though. Too much information, I know. But I blame Facts on that one. Anyways, welcome, everyone. We're about to dive into the feature story of the day, discuss the latest of what's going on with El Salvador, the IMF, Bukele, Bitcoin, obviously our feature story of the day. You know what I mean? So smash the likes. Repost the stream. I'm going to check the X feed one more time. All comments and quotes will get reposted. Time in the market beats time in the market. Well said, bub. Thank you, Darth Melda. The audio is back. Hells yeah. Cheers, family. I'm going to go ahead and repost you guys from my BTC account. And FYI, for those that don't know, this is my secondary account I created about a month ago when I was in Bitcoin country. And make sure you guys follow it. It's BTC News Alerts. And it's my secondary account so that I can repost you guys from my main account and my secondary account. And we can repost the repost, the repost on the repost, hack the algorithm, and continue to orange pill the masses like blackberry molasses. So thank you, bub. And shout out Melda and those just joining us. We're about to dive into our feature story here. Bang, bang, bang. Like the B-52. I'm just going to take one more sip of the Spindrift and we'll continue. Exactly. It's a cap with a guy who wears a cap. You nailed it. Ain't getting nothing by you, Captain Obvious. Good old Jimbo the Clown. Must be referring to Kramer, eh? But anyways, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Now for our feature story of the day. Breaking news. IMF deal to ban public sector Bitcoin accumulation in El Salvador. That's right. As the headline reads here. And we're going to dive deep into this. But first, I want to read you some insights from some influencers, and we'll dive back into the article. Samson Mao tweeted, "Now we know what confined means. No more Bitcoin buys for El Salvador. I would have preferred to hear it from the Bukele administration rather than the IMF." And yesterday I covered a very long thread from Samson Mao regarding El Salvador and Bitcoin, and it was our featured story, maybe 8 minutes of content. If you missed it, I encourage you to check that out. I'm not going to rehash everything I shared yesterday, but just the updates of what he shared here. So yeah, this is coming from the government of El Salvador. Bitcoins by the public sector. Bitcoin by the public sector are Bitcoins in all hot and cold wallets owned by or under the control of the public sector, including Shivo, which is their, wallet, and all other public sector entities and legal persons controlled by the state. And then voluntary accumulation of Bitcoins include purchase and mining of Bitcoins excludes the accumulation of Bitcoins resulting from forfeiture, seizure, apprehension, custody, or other forms of property or possession repression by the government arising from law enforcement measures adopted in accordance with the Salvadoran law. And for those that don't know, more recently, Bukele took a $1.4 billion loan from the IMF, and there were some factors which were not disclosed and we didn't know about until now, in which we're discussing. Another person here, Joe Nakamoto, tweeted, begs the question, has El Salvador been buying Bitcoin or simply moving wallets from hot wallets to the publicly doxed cold wallets, as they have been making announcements of purchasing more and more Bitcoin. In fact, there were 2 purchases this week, which I'm aware of, and because I share, a lot of Bukele's posts. Nico from Simply Bitcoin tweeted, 94 countries have loans with the IMF. All of those countries were just sent a message that they can't buy Bitcoin. So I guess that's the downside of taking the money. This is why after 2021, no other countries followed El Salvador. Something stopped the momentum. We now have a pretty good idea who was behind that. And so there you have it, yo. But diving deeper into the story produced by Cointelegraph. And then when I'm done, I'm going to read you some insights I got from reaching out to some people in El Salvador, trying to get the inside scoop of what's really going on. But let me read this to you first. The IMF is looking to restrict Bitcoin purchases by El Salvador as part of an extended $1.4 billion funding agreement with the country. March 3rd, the IMF issued new requests for an extended arrangement under its fund facility to El Salvador, filing several new documents, including a staff statement update and a statement by its executive director for El Salvador. The technical memorandum of understanding indicated a condition of no voluntary accumulation of Bitcoin by the public sector in El Salvador. I repeat, no voluntary accumulation of Bitcoin by the public sector in El Salvador. Additionally, the memorandum requested the restriction of public sector issuance of any type of debt or tokenized instrument that is intended to be denominated in Bitcoin and implies a liability to the public sector. Meanwhile, IMF's Mendez Bertolo says Bitcoin-related risks are being mitigated. In an accompanying statement, February 26, Mendez, the fund's executive director for El Salvador, emphasized the IMF's extended fund facility for El Salvador aims to provide improvements in governance, transparency, and resilience to boost confidence in the country's growth potential. Meanwhile, Bitcoin-related risks are being mitigated, adding the following. The authorities enacted amendments to the Bitcoin law to clarify the legal nature of Bitcoin and remove from the law the essential features of legal tender. Acceptance of Bitcoin will be voluntary. It's always been voluntary from my understanding. Tax payments will be made in US dollars. Everyone has been paying in US dollars anyways. No one in their right mind is using Bitcoin to pay their taxes. And the role of the public sector in the Bitcoin project will be confined. He also mentioned the IMF program is expected to attract substantial additional financial support from the World Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank, and other regional development banks. The IMF's latest loan conditions reinforce prior commitments from the Salvadoran government to limit its engagement in Bitcoin-related economic activity. The statement said that the deal aims to address the potential risks of El Salvador's Bitcoin project in line with the fund policies and with fund advice to the authorities. It added, going forward, program commitments will confine government engagement in Bitcoin-related economic activities as well as government transactions and the purchases of Bitcoin. The IMF said that El Salvador will enhance regulation and supervision of digital assets in line with evolving international best practices. This marks another step in the IMF's ongoing effort to curb El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption. The country initially secured the $1.4 billion funding deal back in December of 2024 in exchange for scaling back its Bitcoin-related initiatives. And in mid-February, Samson Mao, Jan 3 CEO and advocate for nation-state Bitcoin adoption, highlighted the IMF's vague language on whether it would allow El Salvador to continue to accumulate the Bitcoin. And as you can see, the Bitcoin office, they posted this the other day, in which I know I reposted. They now have 6,100 Bitcoin as their reserve. But despite the IMF's stance, Bukele has continued acquiring Bitcoin. So I got to give Bukele credit there. March 3rd, Bukele announced a new purchase, bringing the country's total holdings to 6,100 BTC. And of course, I'm going to give you some insights that I gathered as well when I reached out to some folk. And amen, FDIMF. El Salvador should take their $1 billion loan and invest $2 billion into Bitcoin. Fine. Exactly, brother. IMF is effing criminals. Couldn't agree more. Here's some insights I got. So when I brought this up to some insiders over there in El Salvador. Here's what they told me. Mining may not be the government's responsibility anymore, but you can give it to a third party to do it for you, which hints there is a loophole to continue to accumulate Bitcoin and still be, I guess, following whatever conditions from the IMF. So that's what I was told, just FYI. Now, who owns the IMF? According to Grok, the AI, the International Monetary Fund is owned by its 190 member countries. It's a cooperative organization not owned by any single entity or individual. Each country contributes financial resources known as quotas based on its economic size and influence, which also determines its voting power. The U.S. holds the largest share with about 16.5% of the voting rights, followed by other major economies such as Japan, China, and European nations. The IMF's governance is overseen by a board of governors, where each member country appoints a representative, typically a finance minister or central bank governor. Day-to-day operations are managed by the executive board with 24 directors, representing either individual countries or group of countries. So in short, it's a collective ownership structure, not a private or corporate one. That's according to the AI. I mean, whether I believe that or not, I mean, I don't know. But interesting. Let me know your guys' thoughts. How do you think this is being played out? Do you think Bukele will continue what he has been doing, doubling down on his Bitcoin purchases? Or do you think this changes things and that he'll stop? Do you think this will reverse what has been created in Bitcoin country? Or do you just think it's, I mean, just the IMF being the IMF, trying to put their hands in the pot here and have some form of control over El Salvador? I mean, I'm sure many of you guys have read Confessions of an Economic Hitman, and this is what the IMF is notorious for. They give big loans to countries. The countries are kind of forced to accept them in some way, shape, or form, and then the country can't pay back the IMF, and then the IMF has control over policy in your country. This is why, ideally, I'd prefer to see the IMF out of their business. But I mean, obviously, I'm not a president. I don't know what kind of political pressure this man's dealing with. And I don't know. So you guys let me know your thoughts behind this, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome, everyone, to the Q&A segment of the live stream. It's still a corporation as every country is a corporation. Now, I mean, for the governments, you know, forces must control the corporation, though, right? Whether it's a secret society, a rich royal family, everything is control. But yeah, we can't pinpoint this guy controls it because they use corporations. You know, they're secret societies and things of this nature, which we won't dive deep into here. We're on YouTube. 87 is sexy. It is. El Salvador can copy the MicroStrategy state-owned company. I'm sure Bukele got some plans. I'd love to hear Bukele address this. And I think Samson Mao made a great point. We much rather hear this coming from Bukele versus the fucking IMF, in which we don't like or respect in the first place. Yeah, I mean, so let's see what Bukele has to say whenever he releases a statement. And of course, I'll be the first to cover it, as I do here with all the breaking news. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We got 1,330 folks here live and in the flesh. It's your boy JV kicking it with the fam right now. There's the Q&A segment of the stream. I'll stick around just for a little bit because shortly I got to end the stream, pick up my daughter. Tomorrow will be an early stream. Thursday we're going to do an early stream. Then Friday we'll get back to our 3 p.m. routine, 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Puerto Rico time. And I believe there's a time change Sunday, and you know, so ADG status, that is, yeah, let's play a little ADGs for the broskies.
We are the players. ADGs give us sexy little shivers. We are the makers and takers, but we all...
Looks like Sailor dropped a little poetry earlier. Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Sorry, let me repeat that. Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace while the fearful run from it and fools dance around it. The faithful feed the flame and dream of a world bathed in the warm glow of cyber light. Shout out Jan3 Samson Mao. He just reposted the stream. Greatly appreciate your support, Samson. Let's go.
Orange pill, which makes us the givers. Paying it forward, 80 G's, not too late. Don't ignore us, 80 G's.
Take the life-saving bait.
Take the life-saving bait. 80 G's filling our cup. We're dragons that slay BTC up.
Now here we are at 80K. We slayed our way to 80K.
Ding ding, I love the rise and the dying and the bitty pretty Bitcoin. November 2024, the highest Bitcoin price action ever roll.
And of course, shout out Chandy 10 Music. She produces all the exclusive jammy jams I call Chandy Jams. Make sure you're subscribed to her channel, Chandy 10 Music, and follow her over on X. Let's get it. I love this song. I really love this song. Well, this is fate, man. We're playing the 80 Gs.
Since the inception of the Genesis block, pushing the way to 80K, no roadblocks.
I don't believe in the government. Same here. I'm a firm believer of less government oversight. The reason I love Bitcoin is quite simple. One of my favorite Max Kaiser quotes of all time. Money existed before the state. Bitcoin separates money from the state. Bitcoin kills the state.
Hodlers are not surprised, not shocked. But bang, bang, bang like the B-52. We built a bitty stacked revolutionary love shack.
I tip 100% because I am an asshole. That's a good tip, brother. 100%? Jeez Louise. No, assholes don't tip.
Bang, bang on the door, baby. Bitcoin's here, we're bitty stacked.
Welcome to the 80s
and the 80 G's, 80 business. Don't be a punk while we BTC rock in the 80s.
80G status, that is. I would be happy with 150 this year, more realistic due to the manipulation coming from Wall Street. Well, keep in mind, there's always been manipulation and enemies every single year since the Genesis block. And we slayed our way to 80 Gs, 109. So anything is possible.
80 G's, that is. We're a mix of aces and perfect tens.
We blackjacks, we don't bend. We hodl, winning hands to the end.
Like Wyatt Earp, Eastwood, and Doc Holliday. We're outlaws holding our biddies close to our chest. By BTC, just try it, make our day. We're Bitcoin jocks from the wild, wild west. Know when to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen.
80 G's, we're royalty,
Bitty kings and queens.
Our kingdom has come, we've been manifesting. We're raising up the bitty like Gohan. We live in a hodl house.
We play chess and we're not the pawns. We're raising the roof now.
Big bad wolf who? Oh no, he's gone, cause he was a pawn. Sorry, I'm giggling. We're built tougher than bricks, ready and coming at 'em. We're strategic and steady, no rush, 5th level ready.
80 G's on our way to 1 mil. The name of the game is hodl, take an orange pill.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah, one of the best jams. I'd love to continue to play this, but I got to pick up my daughter a little early today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, got a little value, got a little entertainment. Smash the likes on your way out, repost the stream, spread the word. I greatly appreciate y'all. And remember, 80 G's, this is only a pit stop. Obviously, we've already achieved 109, current price discovery. And let's not forget, we're in the thick of it. This is a bull cycle. Corrections are to be anticipated. Personally, I don't mind $10,000 God candles either way. That's just a beautiful sign of the times. I can't wait till we have $100,000 days, the Omega candle days on the way. You feel me? But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time. I should say bit. Same bit time, same bit channel. Deuces, fam. Cheers.
We hodl, we store. Peanut, you got a twisted deal. We're gonna hodl more in memory of you. Nipsey will too. 80 G's is exciting now, but a future memory. It's a USA saving, T-pump moment in Bitcoin history. Bitcoin is going up forever, that's no mystery. The This roller coaster ride is not for the weak, but it is exhilarating, built for prosperity, not misery. Bitcoin price to